good friend Jason Luna, talking about, I don't know, whatever we're going to talk about.
We're going to talk
I'm
about Elvira, every episode of the Elvira show where she watched a bad movie on their syndicated television program.
okay. So for some reason, I look like Elvira today. I don't know why. I'm not doing anything different, but I'm feeling very Elvira-ish. Oh, wait. No. Not Elvira. Uh, no, who's it?
It's I was going to say Morticia Adams.
Yes, Morticia. I'm looking
There's a
very much.
commonality there, though. They're both pale with the long hair. Elvira's got the boobs. I mean, Morticia has boobs too, but they're covered mostly, so it's very similar. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the part in the middle, right, is very Morticia.
Right.
Okay, so I'm feeling very Morticia-ish, but Elvira's funnier. So, okay, I'll take Elvira. I don't think I could do that bouffant, though. I don't know how to do that sort of thing. But anyway, so we're here today to talk about ourselves, our comedy, and of course, Soy Saucy, our hilarious show that's coming up in 2 weeks on Sunday, September 25th, Sunday, January 25th. It's been a hard.
It's been a long year already, so I can feel that. Yes.
Right. It feels like it's September 26th, and we've already sung some Les Mis songs, hopefully.
I dreamed a dream of
yes.
a show.
Yes, exactly. I dreamed a dream. I am dreaming, yes, many dreams. So, Jason, welcome to my Insta, and I am happy to be on your Insta or wherever we are showing up. You chose as your 3 adjectives nerdy, awkward, cartoonish. Tell me about.
Yes.
Tell me why. I mean, nerdy. Okay. Tell us about the nerdy.
I don't know why I chose the path. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the first book I ever read was the Star Trek Encyclopedia. That's true story. And yes, 700 pages of factoids about mostly the original series and the Next Generation. Doesn't everyone read that? What?
How old were you?
I think I was nursing that book. It took, admittedly, I took breaks and stuff, but it was like 5-ish all the way through age 10. I would just kind of, go back in, read a little bit, do other things. Mostly watch Star Trek, read a little video games in the middle. But yeah, that's my personality, is that I've always been the factoid guy, big on science fiction movies.
Did you ask
sports.
for this book, or was it a gift?
It was a gift. My mother bought it for me because
so your mom knew you well enough already at that age that she was like, Star Trek Encyclopedia. This will be perfect for my 4-year-old.
Yes, my parents liked Star Trek. I loved Star Trek. That's still true to this day. Yes.
Did you all ever dress up as like Star Trek family?
No, I was the age demographics of my parents. They got a little disinterested, but they did do a couple's costume a couple times where they would wear the Starfleet uniforms for like work parties at my mom's work and stuff. I didn't get to join. In fact, I'm trying to think, have I ever actually done a Star Trek costume? I feel like it's so daunting having to like actually go and buy something, but I guess now what I'm doing this year, it's on tape. So
if you see a board, have you been to Comic-Con?
I've been to Comic-Con every year for this must be close to a decade by now. It's convenient because my lives in San Diego, so I can literally get a ride to the convention.
Right.
But yeah, that's my vacation is Comic-Con. Most people go to the beach. I go very close to the beach, but indoors in a massive convention hall.
So Jason has a twin brother that he loves talking about. He's all about being a twin.
That's right. We're identical twins, just in case anyone at home is really wants the information. We look the same. People think I'm him. People think he's me all the time. So
do you all dress up?
That's fun.
In matching whatever when you go to Comic-Con?
Not to Comic-Con. When we were kids, there was a little bit of that. And now that I'm a big time actor in Hollywood, I do have some photos of me and my brother dressed the same for casting directors. We've gone out on a few paid gigs for that. So that's exciting. But yeah.
Well, I love Jason is working on an amazing pilot, and hopefully we'll hear more about you being a twin when this show gets bought, because I think that's a fascinating topic for everyone because it's so rare. It's 1%, right? You and I looked this up the other day because I said, how many people are
Yeah.
twins? 1% of people are twins globally, although apparently there's some countries that have a high of 4%. I think it was Namibia, right? And then there were a couple of Asian countries that have a low of 0.6%. So it's endlessly fascinating. I could talk about all the time, but okay, so nerdy, that's nerdy. Awkward, you think of yourself as awkward?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely awkward. Like I talk about in my set, my body constantly portrays me. I have a hand tremor. My hands are shaking all the time. I've been known, like, well, the best example I can think of is if someone tells me, like, on a Zoom call like this, it's like, turn to your, it's like, anytime I'm turned around and they're like, turn to your left, I always have to, like, think, like, what does that mean? And, like, I can't drive without the car telling me where to go. Like, I don't do, like, directions, like, go that way, because then I start driving and I'm like, you know, I just get overwhelmed easily. That's the best way to put it.
My
So
husband
yeah, it's
is
very awkward.
exactly the same way.
Yeah,
And I mean, I don't think that you're like awkward per se. I think we're all freaking awkward, you know? Like,
yeah. But speaking of the show on the 25th, that's kind of what I play up in my
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
comedy. Not to get too far behind the curtain, but I'm actually such a wonderfully confident, bravado, masculine man. But on stage, I play a lot on, I don't know what I'm saying, or I made a mistake. Stuff that would never happen in real life.
Okay, and then
But
cartoonish.
yes,
This is one I really don't get. Cartoonish.
this is a newer version of my personality in terms of our stand up relationship or whatever. It's a blossoming flower, if you will. Well, basically, it's because as a side project from stand up, I do a lot of comedy videos where I'm like doing voices, impressions, and I just consider myself, as far as most comics I see, to have a little bit more of a boisterous energy, a willingness to change my voice, say weird things, and there'll be some exciting new material on the 25th that'll knock your socks off.
I'm excited. I've been seeing you do some
Mm.
new stuff that I've been really enjoying. I can't remember what any of it is at the moment, so people will just have to come.
It was that good. It was that
Is that
good.
good? Yeah. Um, by the way, we do if you are watching us live, we do see the chat. So if you have any questions, we actually did a couple of podcasts, you and I, on how to start out in comedy because we're a little more out of the gate. So the only people we can really give advice are the people who are brand new. And
Yeah.
so you could check those out. I guess I uploaded them to Spotify. You can find them somewhere here on the YouTube or whatever. If you need a link, ask in the chat and we'll put it in there. But yeah, Jason and I are kind of on this comedy adventure together, and everything's better with friends, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's such much easier motivating factor. Like, I don't want to go drive somewhere in Los Angeles at night or whatever, but this person, I told them I'd go, so now, crap, I have to go, which is, I guess, which is overall a good thing, even if it doesn't always, start out that way.
Well, and I just want to
Yeah,
point out, if you want to get tickets to Soy Saucy for January 25th, the show is in Santa Monica, free parking. It's at a place where you don't have to buy food or drink. So you're just going to pay for the ticket. That's it. This QR code right here will take you to where you can get the ticket. We always sell out. So come check out the Crow. It's an awesome space. It's light, it's airy, it's feminine, it's got free parking. Did I say the free parking? It's got free parking. Oh yeah, and if you want to take the metro, it's actually right at a metro stop, the Bergamot Station metro stop. So you can take public transpo. What? What?
Yeah.
Uh,
And it's not and important for LA. It's not just free parking, which is true, but it's also plentiful parking. I've never seen that lot filled. They hollowed out the whole thing for the Bergamot station, so there's always spaces there. It's free. There's even free street parking up the road if for some reason, which there never is, it's full. So it's quite an oasis for a Los Angeles driver looking to go somewhere.
and for me, I feel like it's the perfect time for going out because I love comedy, but I also like to get to bed on the early side. So the show doors open
Sure.
at 6:30. Show starts at 7. It's 8 comedians. It's a group show, so we all have the same amount of time. There's no like headliner, if you will, and all the comedians are Asian and Latin, and we all have different experiences, but we're all just basically talking about common humanity is what it ends up being about, which is always fantastic. I cried at the end of the last show. It was so beautiful, and it always sells out. So get tickets here. And shoot, I forgot what I was going to say. We were talking about something. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So I love comedy and I love also talking about comedy and dissecting it and everything. And I finally had the conversation with my husband where I said, honey, it's not that I don't want to go out with you. It's just I don't want to go see comedy with you because he just doesn't enjoy it as much as I do. And then it kind of like harshes my mellow. And then I want to talk to someone about it, like, oh, what did you think of that joke? Or I thought that was pretty clever, or, you know, that sort of thing. And he has no input. So one of the great things about having a buddy who likes doing what you like to do is that you get to enjoy it even more fully because it's someone who's enjoying it as much as you and you can talk about it afterwards, which, you know, I always tell him, don't take me to a concert. I will not appreciate. I don't go to concerts with him. I'm like, it's the same thing. I don't go to concerts with you. You don't come with me to comedy. Because if it's not equal enjoyment, like it's just not as fun. What do you think?
Yeah. I think it's definitely better to go with someone else to a comedy show. But I'm like cartoonishly antsy at a comedy show because I have the same thought every time, which is like, why wasn't I booked on this show?
You get so competitive.
And then I just get sort of angsty. And then after the show, if I talk to a comic, it's like, you had a great set. By the way, if you ever do this again, I could do it. It's like, I mean, I feel like most comics are like that. So I don't feel bad that like, I'm especially, I think I'm more polite than most people in that regard. But at the same time, internally, the struggle is there that like, and just comedy shows are long. I mean, even when I'm on them, it's like soy saucy, delightfully short, brilliant. But
I mean, I agree. Like when a comedy show starts going over 2 hours, I'm looking at my watch. I'm like, what? Wait a second. I did not sign up for this. I feel that way about movies, about music. That's the other reason why I don't like going to concerts because they last like forever. They're like 5 hours long. There's like 2 opening acts and then maybe the headliner shows up an hour late. I don't know. I can't do it. So Soy Saucy starts at 7. We'll be done by 9 at the latest.
We start on time. We don't make you buy 2 drinks, which sucks when you're like me and you don't drink alcohol, where it's like you have to spend money on stuff you don't want to imbibe, like, flavored sugar water or whatever. And it's like, start the show on time, end on time. Everyone's happy.
Well, and if you like going out to things by yourself, you'll feel totally safe coming to this. So that's another nice thing too. It's a safe environment.
Yeah.
Starting on time, like maybe 7:03. Like the Latin and Asian sides in me compete with that. It's like I'm a little after 7, but not much.
But at the same time, we don't need that as much because a lot of clubs, they'll stall the start time because people don't show up or there's this reluctance to go and we're trying to give away tickets. We're going to be sold out and ready to go on time. So there's it's the most professional show I've ever been to was the last Soy Saucy at the Crow. And this show will be the same, if not better.
I
So
love
yes.
hearing that. Aw, smiling. By the way, I just want to tell you about the show that I saw the other day. The guy was hilarious. However, he lost me when he started talking about his own organ. The P word or the D word or whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it. Just
Fair.
note to male comedians out there, I think there are a lot of females who are tired of penis jokes. Just FYI. Because he was so funny, but then he started talking about his own penis, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm out." So,
Yep.
I don't know, just a note. I don't know what about. But then the other thing too is that I love going to shows where I see comedians that I've never heard of, um, and going to places that I've never been. It was such an LA experience, this show, because my friend and I, we went to Dow, the restaurant in Hollywood. Have you seen this restaurant?
It's not related to the
No, it's
comedy
not related to the
studio.
comedy club at all. Actually, my friend said, "Let's go eat at Dow." And I was like, "Does Bobby serve food now? Like, what are you talking about?" No. Love Bobby Oliver.
All the Twix bars you could
Love
eat.
Dow comedy. No, this is Dow the restaurant. It's in Hollywood on Selma Street. And it looks like you've walked into an Indiana Jones movie, because you walk in on the first floor and then the whole restaurant is underground. You walk downhill and they have these carved pillars with like serpents, and they have a reclining Buddha, and they have a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of like squatting men who look like, they're like in service to whoever's the tomb, whoever's buried in the tomb. And then you walk down like 2 flights of stairs. The ceiling is probably like 30 feet high, and at the bottom is a Kuan Yin statue, which it's kind of interesting because I've never seen a Kuan. I was like, that looks like Kuan Yin, but Kuan Yin had multiple arms like Krishna. So there was a little bit of conflating of stuff going on there. But anyway, Kuan Yin is like 20 feet tall and she's in the middle of a pool that's just like glistening. And it totally looks like Indiana Jones is about to like swing in, like, steal a ruby from one of her 12 hands or something. It is definitely worth a peek, even if you don't go eat there. Uh, it's just a cool place to see because it really does feel like you're inside a movie set. So we went from that to another place in Hollywood where we saw the show that felt like like a super crowded craft store. It's just like not really a storefront per se. Um, so it was just like the two extreme ends of Hollywood, from like the super luxe and overproduced to this like tiny little hole in the wall comedy club. So it was kind of fun to just like have that very Hollywood experience. But if you're around Dow, check it out. Selma Street, very cool. Okay, well, I'm super excited about Soy Saucy. What else do you have planned in the next 12 days before Soy Saucy?
Uh, Not much. I did want to respond. I'm getting comments on my YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to. So I don't know how to say this. Delsanoia Moranville says hi. So hi, Delsanoia. How you doing? Great. I'm doing great. Thanks. We're doing the Elks. Do you want to talk about the Elks or the 17th Saturday?
If you're in the San Fernando Valley, Jason and I also are doing a improv / stand-up comedy show on the 17th at the Van Nuys Elks Lodge. You can find out more about that on our Insta, but it's only $10 out the door, $10 cash at the door, and they feed you. But it isn't a pure stand-up show. And the stand-up tends to be a little more in development. So just FYI. But it's always a fun show. The improv group is really great as well. And they do some musical improv, which is fun. They actually come up with some really amazing songs. Like, I'm like, are we recording this? Because that was a really good song. Someone that needs to be recorded.
Yeah. I mean, and the benefit of the Elks is if you wanted to chat with any of us, either me or Chinagona or the fellow comedians, that's a lot better venue for personal interaction if you wanted it. Because I'm such a great conversationalist. Now, I want to briefly mention I'm also doing, it's kind of a redundant show because it'll be shorter than the Soy Saucy, but I'm doing the Fourth Wall Hollywood Cafe the night before. I don't usually do shows the night before a show, but the 24th. So that'll be fun.
Lots of opportunities to see my nerdy, awkward, cartoonish friend, Jason Luna, do his thing.
And I know I live close enough to the Fourth Wall. I don't get lost driving there because I can walk there. So there you go.
Have you already lined up which of your graphic tees you'll be wearing?
Not exactly, but I mean, kind of, just because I've done it so often that like once I look at one, I'm like, oh, that one will work. Like this one gets a good reaction because it's my brand.
Right, Star Trek. Boldly
But
going.
yeah,
no one has gone before.
I have a handful that I know are both nerdy enough, but also have enough artistic polish that I feel comfortable wearing them on a show. So, yeah.
I love they have a grading system you have a grading system for your shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's weird. Does it look nice? But nice in terms of a shirt that a child might wear. But it does. There's still a grade of some shirts don't look quite as nice in terms of like having basic colors as opposed to like weird like greens and reds and stuff. Black or blue is a good choice. I'll have a TED talk later about the best comic book shirts to wear to a business meeting. You can check that out.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, well, thank you everyone for joining us. We'll see you on the 25th for Soy Saucy, and be sure to check back. I'm going to be doing interviews with the other Soy Saucy comedians in the coming days.